Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. I hope you're doing well. I'm going to do a collective energy reading today and share with you some things that have come through to me that I've picked up on and felt out there in the collective. Now this will probably resonate with a lot of you because we're kind of looking at the two opposing energies in this reading that I've mentioned before, like the 3D, 5D split. And if anything I say doesn't resonate, it could be about people around you. Maybe you've noticed things about people's behaviour and actions around you. Let us know in the comments what you feel, what you've noticed as well. If any of you would like bonus content and readings from me, by the way, you could join my channel, become a member, click the join button below and you'll see the different options there for extra readings and perks. Or you could join my new Patreon membership. And on there you'll get monthly exclusive videos and readings. Things you won't see here on YouTube, by the way. And that includes monthly podcasts and videos that will help you to enhance your spiritual gifts, as well as spiritual guidance readings, pick a card readings, guided meditation, written content, you name it, it's there. So those who've asked for extra content, it's out there if you're interested. So the links are in the description box if you'd like to take a look and join. Everyone is welcome. I would like to say thank you so much to my current members. You're very much appreciated. So, onto this reading. In my last collective reading, I believe I said about the heavy energy that I was feeling for about 2 weeks or so. And I think some of you said you felt it as well. You felt the shift, the energy shift that's happened. And I said it would pass, which I think it has. But we're now sort of seeing the after effects. So the divide that has often come out in my readings, the 3D, 5D split, is widening even more now, I feel, because of that energy shift. I'm wondering if any of you are noticing it. Let us know in the comments if you wish. What's come through to me in the last week is that a lot of people recently have been through a dark night of the soul and a spiritual awakening. So they've changed. This could be you, could be people around you. Obviously take what resonates with this reading because it's general. But these are the main energies I'm picking up on in the collective. So people who've awakened might be questioning their purpose, things that are going on in the world, things that are going on in their life, why they're here, all sorts of things like that. And they might be really pulling away from, let's call it the matrix, our system as it is. Pulling away from social media, the media, news. And the reason for that is obviously when you spiritually awaken, your third eye opens more and more and you see the truth. You see things more clearly the more that you pull away. I feel a lot of spiritually awakened people have detached. Some might not even be here viewing this reading because of that, you know. But some of you might be feeling that as well, like you've pulled away from certain things, removed social media, you're not looking at the news, that kind of thing. And that's because you know the truth. You have an inner truth. You're maybe receiving downloads from the divine, and you just no longer resonate with the world as it is. And at the opposite end of the spectrum, we've got the more 3D energies out there who haven't awakened. So they're resisting and they're still clutching on to our system, our matrix as it is. Maybe very hooked on social media, the news. They believe that is the truth and the only truth, and they won't hear anything else. maybe they're stuck in a 3D job, they're unhappy in it, but they just go along with it because they think that's all there is out there. You know, whereas many out there who've awakened have found their purpose and their mission. They've maybe pulled away and they're independent. But something else has come through about the 3D energies recently that I've seen in people's behaviour. It's shocked me, I've got to be honest. I'm not going to give specific examples, but a couple of people I've encountered, I believe they've been directed by the divine, actually. I've seen some really evil things, I've got to say. It was already going on, but some people are being influenced and infested by dark spirits. I've said that this is going to happen before in previous readings. It's already happening. And so it's like ramping up, and they're doing things to provoke, in particular, the awakened ones, light workers, whatever label you want to put on it, and doing quite evil things. I've experienced this myself. This is how I know it, from what I've seen. And it was quite shocking, to be honest. But I walked away from those experiences and thought, wow, they had a dark spirit around them, provoking them. Whereas those who've awakened spiritually, like myself and probably many of you watching, we're being nudged by divine beings of light, you know, spirit guides. So you see, it's a spiritual battle. We don't see it, but we feel it. And I've felt it, but now I'm seeing things happening out there as a result of these people who are clutching on to the world as it is. Spirit also guides me sometimes to watch things on my YouTube feed. They pop up. This might happen for some of you. Something pops up, and that could be Spirit guiding you to watch that video. It happens for me as well. And there was a video that popped up the other day. It's a lady, I don't watch her, I'm not subscribed. She does like a blog video, I think it is. And she was on camera saying, what's going on at the moment in the world? She said that she feels they've sucked the joy out of everything. And she has no excitement in things. It's a very gloomy world for her. But she said it's not a depression. And as I watched that, I thought, you're spiritually awakening. It's true, it's not a depression, it's a dark night of the soul, which kind of is like a depression. Because you go into this dark place where you face all of your shadows. So to go a bit deeper in terms of dark night of the soul, you might have reflected a lot, felt regret, repented, you know, looked at your desires, things you wished you'd done in the past, learnt from that spiritually as well. And if you come out awakened and see things differently, not that you can turn that around, then you're ascending. But I think some people, like that lady, are possibly a bit stuck. They're kind of between awakening, let's say. So that's quite interesting as well, that popped up. Are any of you feeling that yourselves? If so, go within and ask yourself, why do you feel no joy in what's out there? Well, it could also be that your soul no longer resonates, as I said, with the world as it is. It no longer satisfies you. You know there's more out there. You know there's a new earth to come. Because there is. a new world. I've said about that a lot in my readings. So yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? We've got like the in-between people kind of on the way to awakening. those who've awakened, maybe pulled away completely, and those who are still stuck in that 3D energy. So I thought what we'd do for this reading is just look at the energy of both sides, so like 3D, 5D. I was just thinking actually, if people have that feeling of no excitement in their lives, this could relate to some of you, how could you bring that excitement into your life? This kind of links to my last reading, that one about joy or dread, you know, because you can create the life you desire. If you don't have work, which I think some of you don't, you could still do something fulfilling every day. Whether it's making something, working on something, like I always get sewing because that's what I do. But anything, you know, gardening, painting, something where you finish it and you feel fulfilled. Or some voluntary work. Something that's for you as well, because people who are in matrix jobs are doing all that work for their company every day, 9 to 5. They get home, they're exhausted. Eat, sleep, get up, repeat. And that's what, you know, some people have been doing for years, and why there's that no sense of fulfillment that some are realising now as well. So no, I just thought I'd mention that. So, okay, anything more on the energy? Wow, everyone, I mean, that flipped out. It's kind of gone sideways, which is interesting. It's storm warning number 10, which signifies a completion. These buildings here are collapsing. There you go, there's the system collapsing that I mentioned, and there could be some natural disasters that happen as a result. A storm, hurricane, earthquakes. I've mentioned this before in my predictions. So with it being sideways, this kind of links with those in between energies actually. You know, like a psychological storm as well. Anxiety, wondering what's going on around you. Feeling this impending doom I'm getting with the gloomy clouds as well. But with the 10 being a completion, it's meant to happen for the collective in order to come out of that awakened. We might have more natural disasters. Tornado I'm getting as well, like sweeps across. Oh, what I'm also getting with this, because it's like, yeah, it's like a tornado sweeping across, is when we had that energy shift a couple of weeks back, it was kind of like a passing tornado. Some of you might have had really heightened emotions, anger, frustration, that could have been from the collective, you were feeling it, or it could have been your own stuff coming up. So I just wanted to mention that. So anything else? Wow. And we've got the angel of balance. That's beautiful. So after the storm comes balance into the world. Blue for the throat chakra, which I always associate with truth, you know, your inner truths, truth coming to light, seeing people for what they are, as I said about things I've seen. Some of you might have seen things as well. I thought, wow, you know, seeing people's true colours, what this world is all about. We're going to see the truth in the future as well. We're going to have truth speakers who step up while the system collapses. Truth speakers step up. I said about this recently as well. Wow, yeah, and the bottom of the deck we've got the throat chakra, 5th chakra, which is blue, as I said. So yeah, really, at the moment, some people might be opening their throat chakra. It could have been blocked for a long time. And if that happens, if you unblock it, you'll start to see the truth within yourself, doing the shadow work, and around you. Okay, so that's what's happening. And a call for a lot of people to speak the truth as well. So these cards are kind of showing the two different energies in the collective. We've got the storm warning here for people going through that dark night of the soul. They could still be going through it at the moment. Some who are resisting it might find things are collapsing, things are going wrong around them because they're resisting this awakening. Whereas others are finding balance, opening their chakras, in particular the throat chakra, speaking the truth, sharing their light. Shine your light, speak the truth. That's what we're being guided to do. Yeah, so that's really interesting in terms of what's come through. Some of you might have had trouble expressing yourselves in the past or even now. And Archangel Gabriel is guiding a lot of you to speak your truth. And let your soul open up. Speak what you feel, speak up for yourself. You could write in your journal if that helps. Let your words flow. Now is the time to express yourself freely and fully. Is what I'm getting here. Wow, and below this, look at what we've got. Indecision, the 2 paths. So that really just makes sense. And journey. Yeah, some people are in the middle, as I said. They're unsure what's going on, why they're feeling what they're feeling. Because they're not going within. They're not meditating, they're not connecting to their higher self. They're not speaking their truth, expressing themselves. This is what a lot of people need to do. Express themselves healthily. Because as I said about the things I've seen out there from people, they're people who've just got these repressed emotions they've been holding on to within their system, their chakra system, and their body. And it just comes out sideways in terms of things that they do. That's why they're influenced by the darkness. So if you find you can't say it, write it. You could paint, do creative things, but try and release it. You'll feel a lot better. You'll feel more balanced. And you'll no longer be in that stuck energy that is really coming out for the collective. So I'm going to pull some guidance cards to finish. Really hope this reading has helped. Yeah, wow, we've got number 9, the number of the Hermit, which is about going within, finding that inner wisdom, that inner light. It says clear and activate. Yeah, clear your space, your energy, and then activate your energy, and you will feel balanced. You'll feel aligned with the universe as you move forward into the light. It says create sacred space. Yeah, make sure that your home, the surroundings are peaceful, blessed, Be mindful of objects that you have. If there's an energy around them, on them, that's not good, you might want to discard that item. Something that came through recently actually from Spirit is, if you have an item that you were given maybe as a gift, and the person that gave it to you has caused issues for you, maybe not been very nice, you don't have very good feelings towards that person, maybe you don't speak with them, you might want to look at items they've given you because they carry energy. If you think of a particular item when I say this in your mind's eye, you see it or you look at something in your home, trust your intuition and your soul, which are telling you you might want to maybe remove that item, give it away, throw it away, whatever it is. Because they carry energy. And as I said about people being infested, you'd be surprised how that energy on that item can be almost like a portal. This might sound weird, but a way for that person to like connect to your energy. Now, do you want that to happen? Yeah, I'm getting emotions come through now that I'm channeling, and fear. Some of you might have felt this. You might have felt things happening in your life, in your home, in your surroundings, and it could be because of these sort of items that are not holy, let's say. So that's why that's coming out. Create a sacred space. Light a candle, use incense in your home. Open the windows, let it out, let air in, There's other things you can do, you can always look that up. I have spoken before about how to bless your home in my prediction, one of my predictions readings. So anything else? Yeah, we've got, wow. Well, doesn't that resonate, everyone? Awakened spirit, desire to change. There we go. So the awakened ones out there who are finding balance at the moment, or have done already, are the ones that want to change. As you awaken, you receive downloads, you pull away from the distractions, media, social media, and you just receive this light from the divine, nudges from your spirit guides, visions, dreams. It all starts coming to you the more that you pull away. And this will make some want to change. As I said, maybe just quit your job, do something on your own, move home, remove certain people from your life, certain objects, whatever it is for you. Obviously it will all be different. But be mindful, that's another thing, be mindful of the people you interact with. Are they people that just speak about others all the time, who are negative, gossip, violent? If they're not physically violent, maybe they say things of, talking about violence. And maybe you don't like that. Well, you don't have to associate with those people if you don't want to. But that's the society that we're in. It's got worse. Again, this is something that I see, I'm sure a lot of you do, like road rage, or a lot of people who, I heard a conversation once actually, locally, and someone was saying about their problem, and the other person said, oh, well, you should just go and retaliate and do, whatever it was he said that was kind of violent. But that's not the solution, because then we're just creating war, anger, a world not full of peace. But obviously that's what the dark forces have wanted in this world, and that's where we've got the divide, because a lot of us now don't want that sort of world. So what could we do? Well, we could speak our truth, have no fear, as well, with people like that. And just say, that's not the right way to behave, because, you know, do you want to live in a world that gets worse, where we have war and destruction? Or do you want to live in a world of peace? We'll take one more card before I close out this reading. This card's number 4, which is about security and stability. So ground yourself as well, that's important. Meditate. I've got a new meditation, guided meditation, that will be coming up soon, which is chakra balance. Balance all of your chakras, so that might interest some of you. That'll be on my Patreon. Yeah, wow. Everyone, we've got 10 again. 10 for completion. It says voice your concerns. It's just what I was saying, isn't it? Blue for the throat chakra. So that's really coming out in this reading as guidance. Your ancestors are guiding you. Spirit guides. As I said about those who are awakening, are receiving nudges, divine synchronicities from their ancestors, angels, spirit guides. These things that happen, as I said, like a video coming up on your YouTube feed. You're guided to do something and then you're rewarded for that. Or you voice your concerns and someone then thanks you, you know, they go away, you think about it, they thank you. You're creating a ripple effect by doing that. That's why we're here. I'm really getting light workers with this card. So keep doing that. You know, whatever it is that you're guided to do. I'm really feel for some of you as well, it's guidance to share your gifts in some way. You might see a sign. See, I was looking at the star there. You see a sign, a vision. You might even see an ancestor in your dream. If so, that can show spiritual communication, something they're trying to tell you. But yeah, the creative souls out there, getting music, painting, teachers, healers. See, this is where people have cleared their energy, awakened, and found their mission. Or some of you might be finding it. Depends where you're at, obviously, on your journey. But light workers are really being called now to awaken and step up, because we're really needed in this shift. People are really going to need it as well when everything collapses and there's nothing left to hold on to, because the whole world has been built on a lie. And, you know, like, everything is online. Servers, internet. What about when all of that collapses? Then what? Well, we need light workers, don't we, to step up and be leaders, and that's what I'm getting again, coming through in this reading. Okay, I'm going to leave that there, everyone, but thank you so much for being here with me. I really hope you've got something out of this reading. Don't feel fear. Just be in the light, shine the light, hold the light. Like some of my new t-shirts, some of you might have seen. Speak your truth. Awaken. Be in a high vibration. And try and help others to get there as well. Those who are stuck in the middle. Let us know what you feel in the comments if you wish. I like hearing what all of you are going through. Hopefully it's good stuff. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you soon.